Here is my audience for today. I hope they're really excited to get informed. Here you go, and just turn it around.
Okay.
The box is in the back.
Is this a good angle? Is that too close?
Yes. No. It's
Yeah.
good.
Okay. So, we're gonna get started. Hello everyone, I just wanted to welcome y'all today real quick. So today we're gonna be talking about academic inequity. And education is believed to be a right for all, but it simply is not the case in the United States. Not everybody is getting an equitable education. But first I want to start off by introducing who I am. My name is Harrison Carter, and I am currently a senior at Auburn University studying political science and leadership studies. And what makes me qualified to talk about this is I've been doing research over the past years for a research proposal on academic inequity in schools in the Southeast. And recently I just got hired to be a part of Teach for America, which is a part of the AmeriCorps programs. And I will be going to low-income schools teaching about academic inequity and helping these communities who are not as privileged or do not have the opportunities to succeed. But there are three main things when it comes to academic inequity that I want to talk about today. The first being the achievement gap. Basically, the achievement gap is pretty simple. People are born into certain situations and you can't help the situation that you're born in. So, say for example, you're born into a middle class, upper middle class, white family, and you have high property taxes in your neighborhood, so you have a great education system because those taxes are paying for your education system. And your parents read to you when you're little. So, because education starts on the day you're born. And when your parents are reading to you, you'll start kindergarten with, on average, about 1,000 words to your vocabulary. But say you're in a low-income community, black family, and your parents don't read to you. On average, you're going to start kindergarten with about 500 words. So there's already a disparity at the beginning. A major disparity is through standardized testing. We can see this because in high-privileged schools and high-income schools, they have the ability to prepare for these tests and perform better on these tests, unlike their counterparts in the lower income areas. Also, we see it in college readiness. We see it everywhere throughout all the programs. There's just less opportunities, and we are setting up these kids for failure. And where this is mostly happening is in low-income areas, minority communities, and it's happening all across the United States. It's not just, like I said, I did a research study on the Southeast. No, it's happening in the Northeast, the Midwest, the Northwest, the West Coast. It's happening all across the United States. And it's an issue that is very, very salient to so many people because majority of the people do live outside that 1% in the United States. So academic inequity is very important because we're not giving the opportunities to our kids. So also, like, the effects that it will have later on in life is tremendous because it can affect, basically, it will affect how the poverty cycles that are constantly refilling itself, because poverty is a continuous cycle in the United States, and we are just continuing it with this academic inequity because we are not preparing students to go on and get a college degree and pull themselves out of the cycle of poverty. It's widening the achievement gap, and people are not going to be as prepared or as have the ability to succeed in high school, middle schools, and stuff like that because they are simply just not prepared. That's why there's higher dropout rates and lower graduation rates in low-income and minority communities. So academic inequity is very, very important, and it's something that we need to be talking about. And I just want to thank you all for coming today because academic inequity is something that I'm very passionate about, and it's something I want everyone to be informed about. And with academic inequity, it's something we just need to take on head on and have conversations, have these critical conversations about what it is and explaining to people what we need to do to fix it. And I just want to end it by saying academics is not a privilege. It is a right to all, and it should be treated like that. Thank you for your time today. And also, I just want to say anything I've talked about, you can find it at the end of my slideshow in the resources. Have a good afternoon.